Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia on the MysteriousJG. We're going to start a special recording session today. Special in that it's Sunday afternoon. I don't usually record in the afternoons. It's not really that often I record during the day, to tell you the truth. But this Sunday afternoon, it's either do this or clean my apartment. So I found an excuse to not clean my apartment, and that's to record Tales of Vesperia. So this video will be a little different. The last couple of times I've recorded Tales of Vesperia. Oh, gotta turn down the TV sound. Yikes. Not only did I have the TV sound on, which I don't do when I record, I even had the volume up extra high. Ouch, my ears are kinda... Ooh, not a good start to this whole session. I gotta take down this sound of my headsets, too. Blah, 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 blah. JG was talking about recording in the afternoon, but got interrupted by yeah, but normally I'll do, this might be the last time we see this video actually, but normally I do recordings at night, and the last couple of times I've recorded, as it happens, I had like a big old bottle of Diet Mountain Dew that I worked through while recording so that I could stay up late and record a bunch of Tales of Vesperia. And you do a couple of long sessions like that, and it turns into quite a few videos. So I think this LP in particular has become the LP where I'm over-caffeinated. So I've got tea. I'm drinking tea, so I'm still going to be caffeinated. But if you notice a distinct difference in the commentary in these videos, let me know. And it might be I need to cut down on the Mountain Dew because I'm too chattery. Or it might be that, hey, you need to drink more Mountain Dew. It makes you lively. It makes you clumsy. So at this point, we have seen all the characters. But man, we got pretty deep in the game, it felt like, before we knew who the micro-skirted girls fighting Yuri are. There's Jaeger, not looking to me quite like he looked in game. Charge, army of knights against nothing. More than anything else, this movie just illustrates to me how, see, here you are charging the fortress of whatever, and now you're flying towards the Enduring Shrine of Zaude. I mean, this game is just full of, like, here's a bunch of neat fantasy tropes that we couldn't actually work into a single coherent story. I don't know why. Maybe it's the animation. Maybe it's the epic sense of journey. I'm suddenly strangely nostalgic for Ancient Cities of Gold, or Spartacus, or any of the cartoons I used to watch when I was a kid, usually from French animation studios, where they would just have these long-running cartoons that you would watch, and they would have all these adventures, and then something else would happen the next week. I mean, it was before Japan just seemed to completely take over the world of animation, which I think is... I'm a big fan of I love anime stuff, kind of in general. I shouldn't say love. A lot of anime stuff I like. The art style is nice and endearing and cute, but I kind of feel bad, and it's a weird tangent to go off on here, but I feel bad about the fact that it's like edged out everything else. Like, if you want it to be animated, it's either got to be computer animation or it's got to look like every fucking Japanese cartoon. And like Japanese animation, like any other cultural phenomenon, there's a core group of stuff that's really good, and there's a bunch of shitty imitation. So I'm now suddenly really pissed off for no reason. Let's LP. In fact, I should be pretty focused in on the game, because what we're going to do in this video... Last time we finished the 100-man melee with Estelle, the last character we hadn't done it with yet. And it's time for the Dipper group. I know it's actually time now to put together more of our standard party that we would use. Judith, sorry, Carol. We've been using Carol a lot recently, or Judith a lot recently. Maybe we should give Carol a chance. Yeah, we'll give... Actually, you know what? We're not ready to fight the boss yet. Maybe we'll give all of our bench warmers a chance to come up and step up and be part of the action here. I have to say, overall, as far as like a group of 7 playable adventurer characters in an RPG, the Tales of Vesperia crew, there's been a spirited debate about whether Rita is the worst character ever, or the best character ever. But I actually rather like all the characters in this game. There's no character in this game that I absolutely hate. Carol, for the, like, you know, precocious little kid character, he's not bad. He's a million times better than any of the cute little I am a small girl characters in, like, you know, the one from Final Fantasy IX, or the Cool Boogie character from Legend of Dragoon. Still don't know how that game ends. I presume evil triumphs. Yeah, Carol's not too bad. Estelle's not bad for a pretty princess. Rita's Rita. Judith is beyond just being jiggly eye candy for anime pervs. She's actually has a personality that's kind of fun. The worst in the bunch is probably Raven, just because whatever the hell humor they're trying to go for with Raven, it's not translating, and he just comes across as this, like, rando, weird, like, none of his motivations make any fucking sense. This backstory about who he is and no, it wasn't this revelation. It's like, oh, now it all makes sense. It's like, oh, okay, so now that turns out to be who he was this whole time. Okay. But Yuri is, he's got this smug, like, I'm too sexy for my shirt smile, but otherwise he's actually a pretty good I gave him a lot of crap for all his murders, but he's pretty good. And his relationship with Repeat's pretty endearing. As we wind this thing down, I'm like, yeah, these guys stack up pretty good against most of your cast of characters in these games. Wouldn't trade Waka for any of them, but they're not too bad. Nobody's as irritating as, say, Riku. Yeah. But we're going to the ancient tower Tarqaron to think about wrapping this baby up. He did not get an awesome new weapon, or maybe, yeah, he didn't get an awesome new weapon. He actually came out. He didn't really come out that good on the whole. Because one of the pieces of gear you get for winning 100-man melee with Yuri is actually for Carol, so he didn't really come out all that good. Drastically reduces. That is a pretty big cut. Miracle Bangle's awesome, but I don't know if it's going to be that useful where we're going. Yeah, there's no... How does that... That's not 30%. 30% of 8, 9... That's only like adding 300. 30%, like his max HP is almost 9,000. It's under 9,000. So 30% of 9,000 would be closer to 3,000. It would be in that neighborhood. And yet it only increases your hit points by like 300. That math is flawed. It also takes your TP. Oh, I must have him equipped with something that... Oh, okay. It's already increasing stuff. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Hunter's Monocle is a good thing to have. Maximum Dog, I don't know what that does, but it's obviously great for him. Yeah, you know what? We'll actually keep these guys equipped with what they're equipped with. Have you got more stuff that you can learn? Did you get some kind of like super awesome new dog weapon for winning the 100-man melee? No. You got the ultimate dog symbol. And, alright. What the hell is with your weapon? Driven by passion. Dead rending drill hammer. Highly destructive and crushes everything. Last of the machine type hammer weapons. Last of the machine type hammer weapon. Weird. And even though she's no longer in the party, Pretty Sailor Soldier Senshi Estelle is going to be the viewpoint character for a while. I don't know, she's got these side skirts. Not on the back, not on the front. Seems like that would be, in theory, the most important area to cover, but she's covered up fine. I don't know, it's just an odd little design piece. And then the Pieces hanging off on the side of the head. Don't know quite what to make of it. Just stick them together.
Estelle, that art you just did.
Oh, we watched this
Yes,
actually
I know.
last time, but then I
surprised
didn't
myself,
save
too.
afterwards.
I just kind of stuck attack magic and support magic together, and that came
We
out.
got to
No.
stick
That was
together.
way more powerful than just kind of sticking them together. Really?
That just shows how strong Estelle's
He
grown.
was like, hey, repeat, you want to talk about
Well,
something
you're
else? I'm really bored of
definitely
these
a
two.
lot stronger than when I first met you.
Keep up the good work, Estelle.
Of course. You two do the same.
I still can bench press a truck now. That's how strong she's become. But yeah, we're off to the ancient tower Tarqaron to try to, well, we're gonna win, but we're not. I've already told you guys we pull out one more time after going in there and doing some stuff. Draki has us pulling out again. I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to follow Draki or if I'm just going to see if we can do that other side quest stuff after we win. But I'll probably follow Draki just out of fear of missing something. At any rate, Ancient Tower Tarqaron coming up. No cinematics because we've already been here, of course. I was in here... Oh, interesting music. I was in here... well, we were in here on camera so that you could see the cinematic, but then I was in here grinding against enemies for items we need to smith things. And at this point, I'm sure I missed stuff. There's one item for Carol that I read about how you can miss it. I tried to be careful not to miss it. I missed it. It's the Carolean Hammer, I think, or maybe it's Carolean Hammer +1. Yeah, Carolean Hammer +1. It gives him minimum damage, half damage, quarter damage, which I don't care about having missed. It can be useful in certain applications, like you want to get fatal strikes or whatever, to increase your fatal strike count. But yeah, I've picked up every weapon I know how to get. Like, as far as I go to the store, I see what's available for synthesis. I've gotten everything, I think. And then part of that was going in here and actually finding enemies for drops near the end of the game. There's very little left other than cooking, and I have to remember, yell at me, yell into your TV screens, yell at your computer monitors in frustration if I ever forget to cook after battle. But there's not a whole lot of nonsense I can do. There's no more off-screening I can do other than cooking. Unless I want to run away a bunch of times off-screen to get another little speech from... oh god, what is that character's name? It's an island in Italy. Sicily. Is it Sicily? Yeah, all that kind of nonsense. The biggest thing, actually, I know we didn't 100% in the game, but the biggest thing we did is miss out on scanning stuff for the monster book. There's a scene with Nan and Carol when you get 100%. We saw the 50% scene. There's a scene when you get 100%. I can't find it on YouTube. I can find it, and this frustrates me. I assume it's supposed to be an English language channel based on the username and the description, but, like, you know, follow me on Twitter is in their description. Somebody recorded the scene when you get 100% item, or 100% scanning of monsters, but they did it on the PS3 version, so it's in Japanese with no subtitles. And it's a scene in the same city where we had the 50% scene where Carol and Nan have dialogue balloons back and forth in Japanese, and then at the end, the rest of the party sporadically talks, mostly Carol and Nan, and then the rest of the party leaves, and you're like, oh, I wonder what they said. I'm sure it was adorable. We're not going to see it, folks. Maybe you can find it for yourself. I'm going to assume that it doesn't really change much. Holy battle, we've been out too long and it's nasty. So I got Draki's Fac open. This place is quite confusing, at least it was to me. I did not fight my way far enough to actually get to the boss in my off-screening. I just, yes, Sasha Banks, I did not reach her in my off-screening. Nor did I reach the big boss's mentor. I just fought around in the first few rooms. So this will be new for me too. I did, like, see that monster in a glass case over there. I released a few of those kind of by mistake. But more or less, this is a blind run. Well, not blind run. I've got a Fac open. This is a run where I'm seeing stuff for the first time. And we want to grab the... Let's move on. This looks pretty awesome. Cool music. Holy crap, look at all the paths. Draki not quite getting us on path yet. Head to the east. Okay, when you stand on the platform, a bridge appears. He didn't say go down the stairs, he said go east. Huh? Well, maybe I accidentally did trigger stuff. I'm not gonna be able to follow directions if I already triggered some stuff. Hopefully there'll be a treasure soon. Head down the stairs for a limit bottle. Okay. I guess these stairs didn't appear until you stood there. And I've forgotten. That's fine. Super laser ring doesn't hit anything either. Come on, fight.
Oh, there's no challenge at all. Don't get careless.
So apparently these enemies are not that impressive to my awesome all-powerful party. You guys are pretty powerful. Rita, now Revan, I just realized, and this, maybe this says something about me. Maybe I'm,
Just like that next time, guys.
maybe I'm a lonely man, but I'm just realizing now, Raven is going to periodically complain that there's no girls in the party, because now that I think about it, my default party is all girls. The only person I feel like I have a choice with is Judith. I want my black mage, I want my white mage. So it's like, who's going to be my other fighter besides Yuri? And Judith just seems like the most competent. But yeah, now that I think about it, I have a very, very estrogen-filled party backing Yuri up otherwise. So we will cook Mabo curry. We will fail to cook Mabo curry. But we have to keep trying. Locked. She said go down there for a limit bottle, so now I'm already off to a bad start here of not knowing where Draki wants me to go. Wait a minute, a sacred chain is in the opposite direction. Head up more stairs, grab a Crusader 13 to the left and head south. What? I think I may have changed stuff around. She certainly didn't tell me to mess with that. Well, what is this? Maybe this will help. I can't get to it. Sacred chain is in the opposite direction. Head up more stairs. Grab the Crusader 13 to the left and head south. I'm lost. It took no time at all. I'm totally freaking lost. Are there bridges that were supposed to appear and I untriggered them? I'm gonna keep sneaking by you. Oh, head down these. These might be the stairs. Oh no. This is already not going well at all. We beat the 100. We all beat the 100-man melee, so you guys can just step back. Is he saying Devil May Cry?
That was so easy.
Mabo curry success. Limit bottle? No limit bottle. Ain't no limits. Hooty hoo. This is locked. Wait a minute. Maybe. Head to the east when you stand on a platform, a bridge appears. Okay. Okay, I skipped an important sentence for descriptions. Okay, now I know where I am. Wow, that... JG, it would help if you actually read the directions. I'm a man. I can't stop and ask for directions. Dracky the Dork and I are going through an elaborate Sinbad routine. The first time there's ever been an elaborate Sinbad routine. You said women be writing facts like this, men be reading facts like this.
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
I don't know what I would do if I actually met Dracky the Dork in real life. I don't know what Dracky the Dork would make of my LP. But yes, we're on the right track now. Pretty Sailor Soldier Senshi Estelle is going to find that limit bottle right over here. This has got to be it. We even dizzy the monster. Pro strats. Ultimate success, folks. No, nothing personal. I just got a TP. Death Quick Spark. Inferno.
All right.
For no particular reason, I'm like going through.
Around here.
Yeah. I'm going through the different clock positions with my Mabo curry cooking. When I was off screening, I used to have a different recipe attached to each, and I would alternate between them. Up and left, up and then left, and then down, and then right, to make sure that I was like learning all the different recipes at the same rate. Now I'm in that same habit, even though it doesn't matter. Aren't you fascinated to hear about this? So the ancient Tower of Tarqaron, right? It's only now occurring to me that this is a problem, but I'm going to bitch about it anyway. It makes perfect sense in RPG logic that this place is full of monsters. But in, like, regular logic, what the fuck are these monsters doing here? This place was just, like, hidden under Ospio. It's just now popped up. What were these things living off of? Sacred Chain. Yeah, she says, grab a sacred chain is in the opposite direction. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, it's a treasure we're supposed to pick up. And I've already got a sacred chain equipped. How's that? I just acquired it. Do I have 2 sacred chains? It's gonna turn out I have 2 sacred chains, and I'm thinking I won a sacred chain by doing the, no, it's the only one. Huh. I thought I might have won one by doing the, 100-man melee. But she's already got a sacred chain equipped. Liner shot and basic attacks with charge. No! I won one from the 100-man melee, and now I've got another one, so, okay. If I had been willing to open those treasure chests, I wasn't worried about losing track of Dracky's directions. I didn't want my off-screening to loot this place of treasure. I wanted you guys to see it. And I was worried that I wouldn't be able to follow Dracky's directions without the treasures. But as we've seen, even with the treasures, I still got completely screwed up on Dracky's directions, so that's no big deal. But in fact, this weapon I have, I could have already had. We've done okay with that. Let's keep going just a little bit. We need to wrap this up soon. As ever, the first video of a play session, I just ramble on at the beginning, and it takes a while to get rolling. But we're in the tower now, or we're moving on up to the east side, deluxe apartment in the sky. Let's grab the Crusader 13 to the left and head south. These are areas that I've been to. It's just that I didn't. I was running through here just fighting enemies for the item drops. And making a big deal about not getting treasure. And accidentally triggering just a little bit with those things where you open up a random encounter. Well, you don't open up a random encounter, you open up a preset encounter with enemies and those weird crystal things.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
You know, it seemed like Rapide was going for some kind of attack where he's like flying up in the air, and then Carol yells, "Double Ridge Rise!" and doesn't do anything. So maybe he's like actually doing play-by-play for Rapide. He's doing commentary, folks. It's too early, but I'm... Okay, we got 1 star on the Mabo Curry. My big concern is that we're going to run out of ingredients before we master it. I'm hoping 1 set of ingredients and cooking it constantly is enough. And we have in fact already used 4 sets of ingredients and we've only got 1 star. We are going to run out of Mabo curry makings before this is all over. Crusader 13. Crusader Vim. Or Invader Vim. Never mind. Celestial Star he hasn't learned everything from yet. He'll equip the Crusader 13 when he's done doing that. Grab the treat and head down the south stairs for a ninja dog mask. Okay. I don't know why I'm avoiding combat. I want opportunities to cook. So the treat must be in here.
We can do this.
I think we can, yeah. I imagine we got this. Ultimate what? You can tell from the appearance of these enemies that they're meant to be fairly dangerous. And I'm just not having that much trouble.
That was so easy.
Failing to cook, maybe curry. It's easy when you fail. Don't need the treats, so I guess I'll keep it here as a marker. Although, you know what? Actually, I think there's a scene that plays when you have gotten most of the treasure chests in the world, so I worry that I shouldn't be leaving them behind, but you know, what does treat actually do? Yeah, it's good for boss fights because it heals everybody. The odds that I'll come back for it are remote, very, very low, and yet I still feel like it's wasteful. Life bottle. These I will take because they're easy to buy. Or you can buy them anywhere. Treat, I don't know if you can buy or not. I don't remember. You ought to be able to, but there's certain healing items you can't buy. Grab the treat, head down the north stairs for a ninja dog mask, so I missed that. And sometime pretty soon I think it'll be time to end the video. This is a whole new screen. I don't think she would have sent me. Whoa, wait a second. Head down the north stairs. Okay, that's over here. I would say Draki would probably warn me when we're going to a new screen. I'm a ninja dog mask warrior. Yeah, I opened a recent video with Carol saying, I'm a golden ninja warrior, and then realized that I was combining two things. A mask for ninja dogs. Thought those were fictional. Increases resistances to certain stuff. Cowboy hat does not. I tried to turn around in time. It looks like I made it.
Weaker?
Let me at 'em.
Hey, can you be any weaker? I'm talking to you, Carol. Badger. Destructo booing? Destructo boozing. That's when your drinking's gotten out of control and it's hurting your life. What about your beauty?
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Maybe I could just keep going, have a sort of a longish video. Keep going until I hit the, until I run out of ingredients, and then go back and get more ingredients off screen. We're only halfway through, though. Yeah, that's silly. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we got about 7 more servings of Mabo curry before we run out. And maybe I'll do 2 videos worth of stuff and then get out of here. I'm not sure, but whatever I do, it'll be in the next video. I'm the MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia. Bye-bye.